All right, guys, pretty cool. We got invited to John Deere's Research and Development Center here in Austin, Texas. And there's gonna be a lot of new stuff. We get to see a couple new tractors, some autonomous stuff. And we're gonna basically spend the whole day out here showing you guys everything that John Deere's been up to. So let's get into it. Now we are here with all the other deer chasers, Zoe, Emma, Zach, Tanner, Corey, Austin, to see the new John Deere high horsepower 8R.
There you go, wow. That's a, yeah, that looks good.
First to touch it.
Holy cow.
54s or 50s?
In a very compact.
So here it is, first look at the new 8R here. What do you think, Grant?
It's still got a Cat 4 3-point. Dude, it sits high off the ground. Like the draw bar's high off the ground.
Yeah, a lot more clearance, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, first reactions. Bigger tractor. Interior's very similar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first time we're seeing the new 8R 540 here. We're gonna go in way more detail, but this is kind of first walk around like specs, getting the excitement out a little bit. And I was talking to the guy and he said it gets up to 54,000 pounds weighted. That's insane for an 8,000 model series tractor here. These tractors have been used a little bit. They've been put through the paces because this is a true test farm though. Now on our farm, I run two 8,000 series tractors, with the first tractor I bought being 2001 John Deere 8110. And last year, I just bought a 2010 John Deere 8320R as my second tractor on the farm. When I started farming 5 years ago, I was looking for the most versatile and reliable tractors you could buy and landed on a John Deere 8000 series. They can do the small jobs on the farm and still have enough power to get the big jobs done. It's awesome to be able to see the improvements and leaps in technology in this brand new 8R 540 and how they're able to squeeze all the horsepower in that 8R frame. It's got a start-stop button, it looks like, too. There's no key on this. There's a whole new display down here too. We'll get into more details later, but this is gonna be pretty fun to test these out. Okay, so we're out here on John Deere's test farm, but there's about 280 acres here where all they do is test new equipment, see and spray, their combines, their tillage, their planters. Looks like they got their construction crew down there working on some of their new construction equipment. And then here we have the 8RX 540 on tracks.
If you haven't noticed it doesn't have as much of a wheel well hump. This is the same cab that's on like these 830s and 770s that are over here. The belts, this is a new belt offering. From a width perspective, it's 21-inch belt.
Okay, so we're in the 540 with Brian. We got a 35-foot high-speed disc on the back here. He's gonna teach me through, run it, and then he's gonna just let us go on our own.
This handle right here is the Command X Pro. There's some different features and drive strategies that you can do with it, but also you can see you have two rocker switches right here. You have two reprogrammable buttons here. Then also on the back side, you have two more rocker switches and then two more reprogrammable buttons.
Okay, so you're going 10 mile an hour through the field, you see something coming up.
Yep.
You, if you really need to stop, you pull back on it. If you wanna slowly stop, you do this. So when you're going down the road, you'll hit it over is what you'll do.
This is the reactive command steering.
So when it's on, I mean, this is gonna feel like a car, like you're driving a car, because it's gonna,
That's right.
This is new, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. We call it the convenience display. All your convenient features are right there.
Okay, guys, so we're running the 8R 540 now, 540 horsepower. We got a 35-foot John Deere high-speed disc behind us. We're gonna try and pull her at 12, 13 mile an hour. We're pulling her about 2.5 inches deep. You guys got ran through the controls. We're gonna run her now. Run auto steer, drop her in the ground. Right now we're running 11, 12 mile an hour, 1700 RPM. It'd be really interesting to see how like our 8R 320 pulls this. Like I probably can't pull it like at all, but it'd be super interesting to see.
There's 12.
That is quick, dude. We're getting pretty much close to max engine RPM. I'm not going over, but we're pretty much holding there. But we're pulling her, 12 mile an hour, 2.5 inches deep, 35 foot. That's pretty insane. And then the steering, so like I'm on an end right now. Let the steering wheel go. It returns back to straight. It's literally just like driving a car pretty much. This Command Pro, I'm really digging this. So it's got the EVT. It's a 13.6 liter engine. It's 540 horsepower, but it goes up to like 610 horsepower is what we were basically told. Yeah, it is. It's even got a engine brake on it. So like if you're going down the road with manure tankers or whatever, heck, we could pull 4 gravity wagons with this thing now if we really wanted to. I'll give Spencer a shot at running her. One of the things though, like for us, I've always liked the 8R versatility. So having the versatility of an 8R can pretty much do anything. And now that you got 550 horse or 540 horse on it, that's pretty insane.
I'm pulling through a waterway here. This thing is smooth. You got massaging seats, cruise control. And then one of the best things too, all these monitors are out of the way. So like from the cab, you're so high up and you have such good visibility. All right, there we go. We're done.
So now we're comparing the 8R 410 that we're in. Very similar cab, but the 540 is just a whole different animal, new class of horsepower over there. So we're running 9 mile an hour right now. We're running about 2,000 RPM. We're using 50 to 70% engine load here. The one thing I've realized is I've never actually ran Command Pro until today. They're really pretty simple to get used to. 21 RPM, yeah, we're running at full throttle right there. 11, 12 mile an hour with this, which is plenty fast to go in the field or in tillage, I feel like. And after running the 540 to this, it feels like we're in a tiny tractor right now. It is smooth riding though. Like it is quiet in here too. Now we're going to take a closer look at the 8RX 540 and jump on in for a test drive.
Right at the very front, we have our new kind of easy stackable weights. Forklift ready. You can see the slots in the front. So the way it's set up right here, we've got 1 on there, but we have the ability to add 3 more. We can flip that weight bracket and then stack up to 4 weights, which gets up to 6,000 pounds of ballast on the front of this machine. Right next to it is something exclusive for the new high horsepower 8 series on the RX, which is front fill for our exact rate tanks. So the ability for a customer to keep their planter fully unfolded, pull up right to the edge of the field where their tendering unit might be, hook up, fill up those tanks, back up and keep going. Obviously then we have the hood, the new styling on it. So we have that nice 3D logo John Deere emblem on the front. And then we have the raised lettering with the silver and black, and also that kind of black underline, which is exclusive to the high horsepower. And then obviously the most maybe important part is under the hood, which is our JD14 engine, which is a 13.6 liter. It has engine braking, which is new for 8R series. Serviceability is obviously paramount on this machine, so there's lots of space in between the track and the frame. No more oil dipstick. We have an oil sight gauge right there on the side. So if I just pop this open for us real quick, there's our air filter that we can access right from there. And with the hood open, you can see the coolant level right there on the side as well. You can also see it from when you're up in the cab. Shouldn't have to climb up on stuff just to actually blow off the air filters or anything like that. So the cab is new for not only this machine, but all of our 8RXs in model year 27. It's the same cab we have on our high horsepower 9RX. It's the Command View 4 Plus cab. And that cab also comes packed full of all new operator stations. So we call it our John Deere operator experience. These tractors are the first to get this new operator experience. This is our first machine to have on the row crop side a push button start. What's really cool about that is you can use a pin configuration, so you can have a 4-digit pin to actually start the machine. We do have a new quick hitch. It's just a little, it's easier to kind of get in and for the fenders, especially on the wheeled machine. And then maybe one of the most important things about this tractor and the setup we have here with the planter is that big cord going to that blue plug. That is our 56 volt electric offboard power. And what that allows us to do is to power our electric row unit planters like this exact emerge planter behind us without using a PTO power gen or a hydraulic power gen. The EVT is generating electrical energy as it's operating, and we're offboarding that to the planter side of things.
Okay, so that's planting.
Yep, so if you use your run pages left and right, you'll actually get into a planter run page. And there you can kind of see your population, your singulation.
So what's new for liquid on the 1775?
Yeah, so this year, or for 2027, we have the ability to do dual rate, or dual product if you would. Running a high rate through like either frame mounted openers for like 2x2 or 2x2x2 or 2x0 if you're dribbling it out. So you can run a high rate through that. And then we pair that with our exact shot system, which is in furrow. So being able to dose just the seed as it hits the furrow, or being able to run it continuous through that exact shot system.
And you have automatic depth control on this?
Yes, it does. So if you click that on the fly here, you can push up. We can drop that, say, down the 2 inches, and
Gotcha.
you know, it will automatically change, let those hit depth.
So this is a high-speed planer, so you can run super fast. Here is our rows. We can see down pressure, row 20. That's giving us how many pounds it's putting down on each row. Obviously, there's our auto steer. You can see the map. Seat spacing, depth, singulation, all the things you want to know are right here.
So we're in the Niner-X 640. It's got the autonomy mode on it. So we're gonna run the Ripper. We're gonna do a ride along, let it do its thing, and then eventually we're gonna run it in autonomy, step out of the tractor, and let it run its thing from the outside.
It'll go through its checks here, and then it'll say ready, and then you can hit the auto track resume button. You'll get some beeps letting everybody around us know we're going to take off. Previously we've had basically high-speed discs, 2680Hs, or the new HSD, or our VT vertical tillage tools were the two that were compatible with autonomy. The challenge with the Ripper is this is a really long tool, and there's 16 cameras as a part of the perception system, and we need to be able to see behind the tool for safety reasons to make sure there's nothing back there. People are really excited about having a 2730 be autonomous because it's 22 feet wide. Yeah, we're going 6 miles an hour, and it's going to take us half the day to work this 100-acre field.
So here is what the computer's working on. Here's our boundary. Here's what we've already done. Here's what we're working to do. It's in the ground. I didn't do anything there. And this is what we're just riding along, essentially. Here's a better picture of what field we're working on. Here's the headlands outside. So we're working here, going right, left to right, and essentially we could be out of the cab right now. So we're gonna get away from it, let it run.
It's autonomy ready because you turned it on in the cab of the machine. It's going to check and make sure that we're within 1,500 feet. All those are good, so we can hit start autonomy, swipe to turn it on. Because of where we stopped, it usually will back up just a little bit to make sure we don't miss anything. All right, now we can go do something else.
So if we swing around to the front of the machine here, the first thing folks notice is going to be an additional set of cane sensors here. So depending on the width of your corn head, you'll have 1 or 2 sets of these cane sensors. And so what's happening is, as we're moving through the field, our corn stalks are going to go through these sensors and they come apart there, right? And what we're doing with that is we're measuring the stalk diameter. And as we move through the field, if we see variance in stalk diameter, we're going to automate the change of deck plates, right? So this is a part of our ultimate technology license. We will get auto deck plate adjust is what we call that. So modulating that deck plates on an ongoing basis through the field. The outcome there that we're looking for is we want to prevent any kind of butt shelling in corn, if you're familiar with that, where it slides down past the deck plates and you get some header loss of the grain. We're also going to automate back shaft speed. So if you think about when you're moving through the field, if you're driving manually or if you're running predictive ground speed automation, you may be modulating that harvest speed. If we increase ground speed, I also need to increase my back shaft speed to make sure that I'm processing those stalks. And conversely, if I slow down, I need to slow down that back shaft speed. Some of the other things folks might notice is we have high slope covers. Anybody that's seen some of the stronger varieties of corn may have seen some material build up in the center where it struggles to feed, right? So those higher slopes help feed the material back into the center section. Also new in model year 27, we've got a 16 row here, but we've got a CF 27, so a 27 row 20. In addition to the enhancements to the corn head, we've also got some updates coming. You see I'm pointing to the cameras up here for predictive ground speed automation. There's some changes coming. So part of our getting better over time promise with our technology, model year 25 and forward, when they take model year 27 software, they're gonna get throughput as an input to predictive ground speed automation. So what you can do is set a target. So you could say, I want 4,500 bushels an hour, and we're gonna work with predictive ground speed automation. Sometimes we'll be above it, sometimes we'll be below it, but the target is gonna be to hit that 4,500 bushels per hour, right? Yeah. Additionally, we're going to set a minimum. So we can say, hey, the target's 4,500, but I really don't want to fall below 2,500, 3,000, whatever it is. And that's another constraint that we can work within to add more information and more decision-making criteria into predictive ground speed automation. We also added 6 new crop types into our harvest settings automation. So we started with our first 5. We added rice in model year 26. And now we're adding things like oats, rye, triticale, sunflowers. Also new in model year 27, we've got some hard iron changes into
what I'll call the magic of the combine, the internal components. So we've got a new family of concaves. We've got the True Thresh concaves. And what that means is we've got a new half width, more modular design, or sorry, half length, I should say, more modular design that allows you to mix and match concave types, whether it's large wire, round bar, small wire, angle bar, and really introduce some different dynamics, get you the ability to customize to certain crop conditions better. We also get improved durability and easier serviceability. So if you can imagine, today we kind of have the U shape, so you're trying to balance that. They're heavy, there's a lot of weight to them. Now with the half length design, you're only messing with one half at a time. With the True Thresh family of concaves, that allows us to factory install the remote separator grate and concave covers. And what that lets you do is, let's say you've got white caps in your sample and you're like, hey, I really wish I could keep those in the separator for another revolution or two to thresh those out. I can now do that. From the cab, I can close either the first or second or both. So really what that lets me do is I can get more dynamic threshing, and then I can also modulate the chaff and the load that goes onto the cleaning shoe down below, which just lets me use the fan more efficiently. You get some downstream benefits from being able to more modularly control that. The unload auger, we've got a 35-foot available now. Same unload rate, it does have combine auto unload capabilities. The adjustable boot, also still an option. 550 bushel grain tank, so again, available with either 710 duals or tracks. That's on both the 1000 and the 1100. Power folding ladder will be, it's not equipped on this unit, but in model year 27, we'll have on X9 and S7 combines a power folding ladder.
That pretty much wraps up our day at the John Deere Research and Development Center here in Austin. It was super awesome being able to see the new high horsepower 8Rs. Check those out, get to drive them, get to plant with them, plant with the 1775 24-row planter. Check out the combines, all that, autonomous tractors, all that was super awesome being able to check that out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next one.